should we be looking for to be good at exploring stuff? So I think there are a few things there. There's a natural curiosity, I guess. Like, exploratory testing puts the tester in an interesting position if they've not been used to doing this before, in that they actually get to make a lot more choices for themselves about what they do. Like, if you're not just following prescribed steps anymore, then you have a lot more freedom to, well, literally to explore. So if you're not used to doing that before, then that can be a challenge. So I think that natural curiosity and willingness to learn is important. Like a willingness to realize that there are lots of unknowns. Right? You're not going to know a lot of this stuff until you start exploring, and that's okay. And in fact, that's a really good thing. So not having to know the end result all the time is actually a good aspect of becoming a good exploratory tester. So some of the particular skills you're going to need are things, particularly things around working out what to test. Right? If you don't have that very prescribed direction about what to do, like, how do you become good at working out what to do? So this is where heuristics come in really handy. If you're not familiar with that idea, I think of heuristics as just ways of helping me come up with test ideas. That's ideas for things to test. I've learned pretty much everything I know about heuristics from Michael Volk and James Bark, so I'm going to recommend people look at their work in that area. But looking at heuristics, so if you can become skilled at the application of heuristics, that's going to take you a long way in coming up with really good test ideas. And they also have this idea of oracles, right? So how do you know when you've actually found a problem? Again, if you're used to just having test cases that say, do this is meant to happen, it's pretty clear when there's a problem. But if you don't have that prescription anymore, then you need to become skilled at working out how you've actually found a problem. When you see something that indicates a problem, how do you know it's a problem? So again, lots of great resources from James and Michael about Oracle. So I encourage people to look at heuristics and oracles in particular. Other skills are things like note-taking. I think that's an underrated skill generally in the IT business, particularly if you're an exploratory tester. It's going to be really important to work out how to take really good notes of what you're doing, because we always want a way to refer back to what we've been doing. So note-taking is really important. That's a couple of things like note-taking, learning about oracles and heuristics would be good places to start.